Hey guys, welcome to my summer injury prevention video series. I'm certified athletic therapist Crystal Bartkowski, and today we're going to be talking about running and shin splints. So, what are shin splints? Shin splints are basically pain in the lower leg, kind of right along the shin, usually on the inside. They're caused by excessive repetitive strain to the muscles and other tissues in that area, and they can really suck. So I'm going to show you some exercises you guys can do at home to help prevent developing shin splints. So all you're going to need for today's video is a small towel, a roller. If you don't have a roller, you can use like a tennis ball, and a weight. The weight doesn't have to be anything crazy, just whatever you have at home. If you don't have any weights, you can use like a washer fluid jug or a milk jug, something that you can hold on to that's a little bit heavy. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys today is a heel raise. We want to be able to build up the strength of the muscles and tissues in the area of the lower leg so that they can handle the stress that we put them under when we go for a run. So I'm going to do heel raises with both legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up onto our toes, raising our heels, and come back down. We're going to go at a nice pace. You don't want to go too quick. Kind of pause at the top for a second, lower back down. This is where you can use your weight if you want to. So grab your weight. You're going to hold it nice and close to your chest, and then come up on your toes. So let's do a set of 10 together. Awesome. 5 more, guys. Cool. Good job. So with these heel raises, you can do, let's say, 10, 3 sets of 10 each day. Again, to make it a little bit harder, add some more weight. If you don't have any weights, you can always put a backpack on, put some textbooks in the bag, and do them with the backpack. The exercise we're going to go over is called towel curls. They're going to help build up the muscles of your foot and your arch. Your arch and your foot are the foundation of your running strides. So we want to make sure those are nice and strong so that they can support and transfer weight and transfer force up through the rest of our joints. So you're going to take your shoes and socks off for this one. And then we're going to grab our small towel. If you're not on a slippery surface, like if you're on carpet or something, grab some sort of slippery thing you can put down, like a textbook with a smooth cover or a clipboard back, just because we want to make sure the towel does slide. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to basically try and create an arch. So I'm going to use, keep my heel where it is, and with the ball of my foot, it's going to pull in. So I'm basically kind of squeezing it together. So I'm going to reach and squeeze, reach and squeeze. You don't want your heel to be sliding around. Let's put the towel on the ground. Start with the towel a little bit under your foot, and then you're going to try and bring the towel closer to your heel. So you want to grab the towel with the ball of your foot and then keep pulling it in until you've kind of gone as far as you can go. You want to make sure you're not using your toes. We're not curling our toes to bring it in. Our toes are staying up and we're using the ball of our foot. So practice a couple times. It takes a little bit to get the hang of. A couple other things to watch out for. Make sure you're trying to use the whole ball of your foot and not just one side or the other. I tend to like to just use my big toe and forget about the other side. And let's try and do one towel length. Eventually the towel's going to get bunched up and you'll have to stop, but that's okay. So, good, and then we'll reset and let's do another one. So you guys can go ahead and pause the video and you do this on your other foot. All right, good job guys. So towel curls can be done, you can do a few towel lengths on each side once a day. Once they get a little bit too easy for you, you can take like a small weight or a light can or something like that, put it on the end of the towel so that you have some weight now with the towel to try and curl up. All right, so next we're going to work on some balance with our center of gravity changing. So you guys are going to actually take your shoes off again for this one. And we're going to come and stand on one leg. So while you're standing on the one leg, try and think of holding that arch that we just worked on as well. So you don't need to like squeeze it in, but try and make sure that your foot's not flat or it doesn't look like it's falling in, because one of the main causes of shin splints is overpronation. So what that means is every time you take a step, your arch falls in. So with this, we want to practice making sure we still have an arch. What we're going to do from here, once we've got our balance, is with our other leg, we're going to tap the ground around us. So imagine you're kind of, you have a clock with numbers around you, and we're going to touch 12 o'clock, and then we're going to touch 6. And then let's go 3 o'clock and 9. Good, and then let's go 1 o'clock and back here. Come around to the front and back. So we're kind of making like a star as well. With this, if you need to kind of touch down to kind of get your balance again, that's okay. But you want to work towards just being able to tap your foot. Usually coming across your body is the hardest. It's okay if you have to shift your body to kind of move out of the way. That just adds a little bit more difficulty to it, which is good. Oops. And then again, if you want to make it harder, you can do this with your eyes closed. So let's go around and do 8 points on a clock together, okay? So you always want to kind of go forward and then across, just so you can change it up, make it a little bit more difficult on yourself. Good, and we'll go 2 more. Oops. Awesome job, guys. So go ahead and pause the video and do this on the other side. The last thing I have for you guys today, we're going to grab a roller and I'm going to show you how to roll out the muscles of your lower leg to keep them nice and loose and give you some relief from any stiffness or tightness you might have. So we want to put the roller under our calf. And so anytime we're rolling, we don't want it to be painful. It should feel kind of like a good, like a necessary pain almost, but not painful to the point that it hurts and you're not, you're holding your breath. From here, 2 things we're going to do. We're going to kind of just roll back and forth. If you find a good spot, like, a spot that needs some attention, hang out there for a little bit until it doesn't feel so grumpy. Good. And then you can move it down, get that other area. And we're going to keep doing this all the way down our calf. So like I said, if you don't have a roller, you can totally do the same thing with a ball. You can also freeze a water bottle and use that. That's a nice one to do after runs because then you're kind of providing some ice relief as well as rolling. And you're going to find different areas feel a little bit more grumpy than others. Good, and once you kind of get down to the Achilles just above your heel, that's the farthest you're going to go, be nice and gentle there. And then we can also kind of roll up and down the length of our calf. So you want to support your weight a little bit with your hands, so you're not putting too much weight on to your calf. And you're going to roll up and down. You can also add in some dorsiflexion, so bring your toe up as you go down or up. So go ahead and pause the video and do the other side. All right, well done guys, that's all I have for you today. Feel free to use these exercises throughout your running season to help combat and prevent shin splints. If you are someone that commonly experiences shin splints, a lot of times there's a movement pattern or mechanical issue in the way you run that we can help correct in clinic to work on preventing shin splints from happening again and to help treat any that you're currently dealing with. So as always, if you have any questions or anything else you'd like to see, feel free to send me an email at gameonathletictherapy.com, and we'll see you tomorrow.